There's nothing wrong with following trends, but not all of them are okay, especially when your style begins to evolve in ways the fashion world doesn't always keep up with. Because, to be honest, some trends were never meant to age with us. Let's talk about what to leave behind. Time to clean out the closet. Overly modest Victorian-inspired styles. There's nostalgic charm, and then there's looking like you just wandered out of a Jane Austen reenactment. Recently, retailers have revived the so-called nap dress trend. High collars, puffed sleeves, ruffled tiers, and ankle-skimming lengths. In theory, they're romantic, but in reality, they often feel more suited to lounging in an attic than strolling through a modern summer afternoon. While they photograph beautifully for certain aesthetics, wearing one out and about can make you look like you've lost your way, on the way to a period drama. These overly modest styles tend to swallow your shape and add layers where none are needed. All that fabric really restricts movement and adds visual weight. And instead of looking effortlessly elegant, the effect can veer into Victorian ghost territory, pretty charming, but far from contemporary. A better style to start with is to choose dresses that capture a touch of romance without overwhelming your frame. Think crisp linen or lightweight cotton with gently puffed sleeves, a soft empire waist, or a single lace detail at the neckline or cuffs. The goal is elegance with restraint. You still get that timeless, feminine feel, but in a way that feels effortless, breathable, and perfectly in tune with today's refined summer style. And while we're shedding layers, let's talk about fabric choices that cling for all the wrong reasons. Overdone vintage material. I know you kept them because they felt special. Maybe the print reminded you of something sweet. Maybe you thought the silhouette was classic. But there's a fine line between a vintage touch and a full-on trip to the past. And some of these dresses are dragging you all the way back to your mother's kitchen wallpaper. All those ultra-fitted bodices with flared-out skirts, the tiny buttons going all the way up to the chin, the giant bows at the waist, the lace trims, the puff sleeves and all that. You know, exactly the ones I mean. You wear it, and suddenly you're not you anymore. You're a costume version of feminine that doesn't even feel like it belongs to this decade. And I get it, because you were probably told that kind of dress was ladylike, that it was timeless, or that it was flattering. But if I ask you how you feel, or if you feel like your voice is louder, or if your presence is stronger, or your confidence is walking in 5 minutes before you do, your answer would definitely be no, because it won't work, no matter how classic it claims to be. Well, here's the better way. Instead of wearing the whole past, just borrow a thread from it. Take that sharp neckline and put it on a dress that actually moves with your body. Take the dress you used to love and modernize it. Maybe a midi that skims the body in a bold colour, paired with something like a low boot or a clean jacket. You don't owe the past anything, least of all your wardrobe. Keep the attitude, lose the fluff. Bodycon or skin-tight dress styles from the 2000s. Just because it fits doesn't mean it flatters. There was a time when bodycon dress trends ruled the runway and closets. Sleek, tight, curve-hugging dresses that seemed to stretch like a second skin were once a symbol of confidence and allure. But that was then. Today, well, they often tell a different story, and not necessarily a flattering one. The bodycon silhouette tends to cling to every inch of your shape, and definitely, it grabs. And while we're all for embracing the body you've earned, there's a fine line between showcasing and spotlighting. The overly tight fabric can highlight areas you may not want to emphasize, and it leaves little room for movement or grace. What was once empowering can now feel restrictive, dated, and, frankly, exhausting. Instead of drawing the eye to your elegance, bodycon dresses can overexpose. They age not because of what they show, but because of how insistently they show everything. There's no mystery, no tailoring, no ease. And when a dress feels like it's trying too hard, it tends to have the opposite effect. I think you should rather wear dresses with thoughtful structure that enhances your natural shape without overwhelming it. A well-cut sheath dress with soft tailoring can create clean lines that feel timeless and elegant. Column styles that gently skim the body offer movement and ease. These silhouettes create shape, not stress. They work with your body, not against it. The goal isn't to squeeze into styles that belong to the past, but to embrace designs that reflect your present strength and confidence. It's not about looking younger, it's about looking like your best, most assured self. And sometimes, the problem isn't tightness. It's when everything is just too loose. Boxy, oversized silhouettes, and baggy outfit trends. As I'll always say, hiding your body doesn't make you invisible. It just hides your elegance. We all know the comfort that comes with loose-fitting clothes. Oversized sweaters, wide-legged pants, massive t-shirt dresses, they feel safe. But there's a difference between comfort and concealment. And unfortunately, baggy outfits often cross that line. Boxy silhouettes can swallow your frame whole. What begins as a cozy, relaxed look can quickly turn into a shapeless heap. Instead of effortless style, you get lost in the fabric. And while oversized trends do come and go, the key is proportion. Too much volume without definition drowns your shape and strips away intention. This isn't about body size or anything like that. When everything is wide, long and loose, there's nothing anchoring the look. You end up hiding your personality right alongside your figure. These kinds of outfits unintentionally signal retreat. They look unpolished, rushed, and even a little disconnected from modern style cues. Instead of commanding attention, they end up deflecting it, making you appear older, heavier, or like you're trying not to be seen. But elegance doesn't vanish with age, it just gets more precise. So instead, you should rather choose high-low clothes that flow without really taking up too much space. Go for softly structured clothing pieces with intentional cuts. Maybe wear a long vest over a pair of narrow pants, or even something like a tie waist or curved hem now that can really shift your whole look from overlooked to unforgettable. Peasant-inspired smock dresses. There's effortless and then there's shapeless. And peasant-style smock dresses often fall into the latter. They promise ease, comfort, and that laid-back, carefree feel. And on the hanger, they can look downright dreamy. Soft cotton, maybe some embroidery, and a breezy vibe that whispers, easy summer. But the reality is, these loose, billowy dresses tend to do more harm than good when it comes to flattering your frame. Smock dresses usually come with wide cuts, high necklines, dropped shoulders, and absolutely zero tailoring. They hang straight down from the bust or shoulders, skipping any hint of shape in the process. Add in balloon sleeves or a few gathered panels, and suddenly you're not gliding through your day, you're being swallowed by your outfit. While the goal might be ease and elegance, the outcome often feels more like a maternity dress, or something you'd sleep in than something you'd strut in. And when your clothing floats away from your body entirely, it doesn't just hide your shape, it makes it disappear. Apart from aging you, which isn't what you want, that kind of look erases your presence. So what's the fix then? You could keep the comfort, but bring back the form. Look for easy fit dresses that gently skim the body. Try A-line shapes with defined waistlines, shirt dresses with adjustable belts, or midi styles with a bit of structure through the bodice. You still get the relaxed throw-it-on appeal, but with lines that flatter, not smother. The magic is in balance. Breathable fabrics like cotton poplin or light chambray add airiness without overwhelming. And thoughtful details, like a curved hemline, soft V-neck, or subtle darting can make all the difference. Let your dress frame you, not erase you. Fitted or cropped denim jackets. Denim is timeless. It's a wardrobe workhorse, a fabric that refuses to go out of style. But then, some denim cuts actually deserve retirement. No hard feelings. These jackets cut right across the midsection, hitting at the most awkward place and making the torso appear shorter. And the stiffness was really bad. There's nothing flattering about feeling like you're in a denim straitjacket. Even worse, many of these jackets come with extra embellishments. Bedazzled pockets, excessive seams, decorative stitching. It might have felt trendy once, but today it just screams, try hard. Instead of elevating an outfit, it locks it into a decade we've moved well beyond. And the effect it heaps on your body isn't kind at all. Now, here's the good news. Denim's had a glow up. Well, sort of. Today's cuts are softer, more forgiving and much more flattering. A slightly oversized denim jacket with a relaxed drape gives you that laid-back edge without compromising your shape. Even better, try to swap for a linen blend jacket or a chore-style jacket with just enough room to breathe and easy pockets. You'll look current, feel comfortable, and carry yourself with confidence. And while we're on the subject of layers and structure, let's not overlook the accessories that quietly pull us down. Low-hanging crossbody bags and oversized accessories. Let's face it, no one wants their outfit doing a slow slump. But that's exactly what happens when you let your crossbody bag droop halfway to your thigh. It might seem practical, especially when you're on the move, but a low-slung, slouchy bag can drag down your entire look, literally and visually. It throws off your proportions, shortens your silhouette, and shifts all the attention to the wrong place. I've seen it happen more times than I can count. Beautiful outfit, polished shoes, and then a sad, sagging bag pulling the eye straight to the hip like an anchor. The same goes for oversized accessories that overpower instead of enhance. Gigantic sunglasses, chunky belts, and massive totes can be fun, sure, but they can also be loud in the wrong way. As you mature, the goal isn't to disappear, it's to refine. And nothing ruins refinement faster than an accessory that steals the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Now, I'm not saying ditch function. We all need a bag that holds our essentials and feels like us. But there's a smarter, more flattering way to carry it. Instead of letting a heavy, low-hanging crossbody drag your outfit down and your posture with it, go for a structured bag that works with your shape. A mid-sized crossbody that hits just above the hip keeps your frame looking lifted and intentional. Or try a sleek top-handle satchel that adds clean lines and a touch of sophistication. These bags don't just carry your stuff, they carry your style with purpose. And speaking of things that seem comfy but secretly betray your shape, let's talk about a fabric that loves to stretch but doesn't always love us back. Jersey and low-quality stretch fabrics. Stretchy doesn't always mean supportive, and that's a lesson most of us learn the hard way. Jersey and other cheap stretch fabrics promise comfort and ease, but they often come with a cost. They cling to every curve, crease, and contour in the most unforgiving way. What starts out feeling breezy and soft can quickly betray you by stretching out, wrinkling at the wrong places, or riding up when you least expect it. I've tried on jersey dresses that looked dreamy on the hanger, but turned lumpy the moment I moved. And once that happens, no amount of posture or shapewear can save the day. What makes these fabrics especially problematic for more experienced women is that they tend to highlight exactly what they'd prefer to smooth over. They catch on bras, bunch at the waist, and pull oddly around the knees. And under bright light, they can create odd shadows and emphasize textures we'd rather not put on display. These fabrics don't sculpt or support. They basically just follow along, no questions asked. But guess what? There's a smarter way to do comfort these days. Modern ponte knits, structured cotton blends, and even higher quality jersey alternatives can still offer flexibility without sacrificing polish. These fabrics have a bit of weight and structure, helping you feel put together without being stiff. remember the key is balance, something that holds you without hugging too tightly and drapes without drooping. These fashion items didn't stop working because of your age. They stopped working because you've evolved. The same woman who once pulled off Bodycon with ease now commands elegance with a glance. And that shift deserves clothes that rise to meet it. Ditching outdated trends isn't about staying young. It's about staying you, a more intentional, powerful, and radiant version of you. Because style after 50 isn't about chasing what's next, but choosing what's timeless. And that's what will never go out of fashion. So, which of the alternative suggestions would you like to try out first? You've seen it all, and I bet you now understand better. Anyway, kindly share your choices in the comments. And please, like and subscribe to get more trendy videos like this.